Okay, boys, I'm just going to go over an Inferno wrap because it's a tactic that works for us a lot, and just see can we get the smokes right for it. First of all, I'll go through some of the settings. So, to set up your game like this, turn on SV Cheats, SV Cheats 1. The round time underscore diffuse is 60, it'll give you 60 minutes to work with. Grenade trajectory 1 will show you the way your grenades are being thrown. So you can obviously buy the other grenades, like a HE, smoke and whatever when you start, because you have 800 when you start. But if you just want to give yourself a molly, bind H to molly or bind whatever, you can look up all the give weapon commands and bind them to whatever, so you can always give yourself a weapon. And then do SV underscore infinite ammo 1. So once you've bought your grenades and you've given yourself your grenades, you can bind them up, whatever, you can just buy them. In all fairness, you'd only really need to be buying yourself a smoke at the start of the round. SV infinite ammo 1. You have your trajectory so you see what's going on. And then just bind the button to no clip so that you can get around the map fast. So they're all the commands that you need just to set yourself up so you can practice some smokes. So the first smoke I'm going to do is we want to smoke off. Basically, we just want to have smoked off. The idea of this tactic is, like, we get up as far as middle a lot. We'll have people peeking here, and we can usually make these peaks, like, we can make them work for us. Because if you think there's someone in under here, come up and peek this. If there's nobody here, molly, and look, and he'll run past you, kill him. It's the same, like, that's a handy kill, but it's a way of clearing it out for yourself as well. So you're peeking mid, you come up here, we have a guy peeking here, just peeking with his gun. There's nothing going on at mid. We say, look, we want to clear this out because we want to rush it. Get a molly, pop it in there. If he's in there, he has to run out and he's going to die. That's an easy frag. If he's not in there, then we'll do the arch rush. You can also clear out cubby with that, but it's kind of a little bit awkward to get out then with that. So we can just clear that out ourselves. So what we'll do is, say we have a couple of us top in mid. We're saying, look, we have control in mid. Let's go for it. So we'll have one guy back here. What you do is you crouch and put your crosshair down as far as it can possibly go, and then just strafe left until it meets the edge of the thing. So you can run in here, you can do this really fast. So you can come in, straight down, strafe left, and you're there. Now this antenna here, put your crosshair directly in the middle of it, straight up to this corner. So I'll just line it up again, make sure I don't get it wrong. Straight in, go left, this antenna, that corner. Smoke. And that's library smoked off. Now, the way I've worked that smoke is, sometimes, like, the running smokes are tough to do. Because there's a bit of variety on when you let go, and it can actually make a massive difference where it lands. But with this smoke, I found if you go too soft, if you go too heavy, it'll always smoke it. So I'll do it again. Laying down smoke. So that was probably a little bit softer that time. Oh, it was actually a little bit heavier. It's hard to tell, but it seems to land around here. Then that was way heavier than last time, and it still landed. So practice that smoke. So I'll do it one more time. In here. Across till you reach this here. Smoke. Okay, so like that was actually way heavier that time, and look where it landed. So 99% of the time that'll land. I'll do one more. Across to the edge. Laying down smoke. Okay, so I took a tiny step that time. So see, that was a lot softer, but it still lands. Okay, so that's that smoke. The next smoke is actually pretty easy. You just line yourself up with this and this. Put your crosshair directly on the top of this, like the center of your crosshair here. It seems like it's going to hit it, but it doesn't. It actually just goes over it, and boom, that's a handy smoke. And that lands every time. Like, I mean, there's no way of messing that up. You go here. Line yourself up with this.
Smoke.
There you go. Lands every time. So now that we have the two of them blocked off, I mean, we just come up and clear it. So, I mean, if there's four of us coming up here, we'll be able to peek together. Clear out this corner. As I said, I mean, like, if you have a grenade, like, you could just throw two grenades in there or something, you know what I mean? Clear it out, like, use your heads when you're clearing out the top of mid. As I said, when you're clearing it out, like, that's so handy. If you don't have mollies, just say, look, we have control of here. Two grenades, boom, boom. Time it yourselves if there's someone there to kill. The same in there. I'd say every time if you clear this out and there's nothing going on here, either molly that, because if you molly it, this is just when you're clearing out mid now yourself at the start of the round. If you molly it, you crouch here, if he runs past, he's dead. Or it might be just a good idea just to give it a nade every time, so that when we actually do our split, or we do our wrap, that this guy's just gone. I think you know the smokes for B, so to smoke off CT, pillar, line, like that. The smoke off spools, just get into this corner here. This thing here, in line with this, so this thing, up to the height of this, like, okay, and that's B taken. So we should probably know these as well. One thing to be careful of, you want to be coming in and clearing out this. The only place this guy can get you from if he was here is up on top of this, so you'd probably want to just, but like we can get in here and clear this out. Just in terms of the site, so we have, just to make sure everyone's calling it the same stuff, obviously runes. This is, we call this is first barrels and second barrels, or first oranges, second oranges. We can just call it first and second, like we're coming into banana, first, second, quad, dark, and coils, and runes. This is footwell, this is barbecue. So, as we come into the site, I think we call this gay spot. This is cart. We know car, we know banana, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, sandbags. Sandbags, cart, gay spot, CT, barbecue, first, second, quad, dark, spools, and runes. Arch, mini, safe, if you're planting the bomb, safe spot, spam box, quad box, quad, garbage. Okay, so some people call this dark, some people call it whatever. I'd say you can either call it porch, or me and Sean call it villa, like the villa boost. So just call it villa. Just say villa. This is villa. That's villa boost. We know the rest of the stuff. Bedroom. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I think that'll sort us out. So you know the two smokes. I've done them. Boom. Boom. The only other smoke that we need is obviously the smoke off this. This one's really easy. Just anywhere around here, it always lands.
Laying down smoke.
And just bounce a flash as well. And that's a nice little pop flash actually. You probably want to be a little bit more lined up here. So line up this wall with this window, I think I did it.
Smoke. Flashbang.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this smoke is like this. Line up that wall with that window. A little run. And you want to be pop flashing for that as well. And we're straight up. That's it. That'll be smoked. That'll be smoked. We're up. We can clear out this corner. As I said, when you're working here, get a molly in there if you can. Get a molly in there. Kind of clear it out nicely, and we can take it. Just learn those smokes. Same top of banana. If you're ever working top of banana, a really handy thing to do is clear it out. Obviously, you're pre-firing your spots. But again, bang a molly off there. And just wait for it. If he's there, he's dead. You know, it's a free kill. So it's worth it. Okay, that's it, boys. You know the stuff again. There are some mollies for here. But I haven't done them in a while. Let's see if that worked actually. No. They're rough enough to get, but we won't need them anyway. I don't think that we'll need the mollies, but
Incendiary out.
if we get the tactic down, we can work on some mollies. There's mollies for first and second and stuff like that we can work on. But let's just get the basics down first and get into the sights. And as we play against better teams, we'll learn the mollies as well. So that's about it. I think we have everything we need there. Is there anything else in A that we haven't done? So obviously we have pit, graveyard. Everybody knows all the spots here. Yeah, we're cool. Let's call this Villa then, and Villa boost. And we're set to go.